Tom Bridges had a good life. His father always told him to find happiness in little things, and Tom carried this lesson to the heart. He married his childhood sweetheart and had a beautiful son. He loved going out with his wife and kid during any of Dreadford's festivities and having a good time. Shortly after his engagement, he started a small construction firm. At first, things went smoothly. He got some nice contracts and his firm saw surprisingly good growth. Of course, it all required a lot of hard work, but Tom was always ready to, as his father said, solve problems, give solutions, and in the end, he liked to think it paid off. He was well regarded by his employees and managed to build a good team, the best construction crew in town. It was not easy to stay on this team. You could learn the ropes on the job, but you had to be a good team player. Tom only wanted people who were ready to work as hard as him and give it all. Of course, things would not go easy forever. Tom's construction firm started having trouble after he refused a crooked politician's offer. The man did not take well being denied, and Tom was thrust into hard times with the retaliation that ensued. The firm shrunk a lot, and Tom was left with a skeleton crew. No problem. He liked to think he was doing what is right, as his father always said, solve problems, give solutions. Tom would not allow such a crisis to derail his happiness and his duty to put bread on the table for his family. To look at things from the positive side, this crew was the best and most dedicated. He knew he could turn the tide around once more. The opportunity came when the expansion of the sewers had a series of problems and the company responsible refused to continue. Tom's firm signed the deal and immediately got into the job. They worked late hours and everyone was doing the work of two people, but at least they found the solution to the problems the firm faced and the pay was very good. 1 week after the job started, Tom didn't remember a single night that he didn't work until late hours. He thought about the next time he would take his son and wife out while he enjoyed a coffee break. Suddenly the light went out. He could hear the voices of his crew in the dark, frustrated with a malfunctioning fuse, and the damn thing was deep into the old sewer tunnel. Since he was having a break, Tom immediately volunteered to go repair it. One of his mates told him that the manual left behind by the previous team told that when this happened, the fuse should only be repaired the next morning. Tom thought it ridiculous. He would not waste the remaining hours of work tonight because of a bizarre manual. So he took up a flashlight, his tools, and into the old sewers he went. As he advanced into darkness, he heard strange noises coming from deep into the tunnels. He searched with the flashlight, but nothing was amiss. Tom continued to the underground power room, but the noises started and stopped again and again. When he was at the door of his destination, he heard a commotion coming from inside. The power room was a mess and had a smell of burning flesh. The fuse box was smashed with electricity cackling soundly. 2 pale men were inside, but they were not alone. They fought desperately against creatures shrouded in darkness. One of the creatures fell back wounded, but the man could not rejoice for long because he was grabbed from behind and pulled out of the light, coming from Tom's flashlight.
No! No!
The construction worker thought about leaving immediately, but he saw the second man falling down and one of the creatures reaching for him. Tom remembered his father and his catchphrase, so he threw his heavy toolbox against the creature. It gave him enough time to help the man get up and carry him outside. The man was fatally injured and leaned his weight on Tom every step of the way. When they stopped to catch their breath, Tom was exhausted. He asked if everything was all right, but the pale man did not answer. The last thing Tom saw was the man's horrid face before the stranger bit his neck, evil, sunken eyes, cadaveric skin covered in scabs, and unnaturally sharp teeth. Tom felt his heartbeat getting fast and fast, but did not find the strength to fight against the deathly embrace. The man was drinking his blood, but why? Soon his heart lost its strength and his body lost its blood. When the pale stranger let go of Tom, he fell to the ground lifeless. The man cleaned his mouth with his hands, and while his wounds healed in supernatural fashion, he said,
Nice guys. Finished dead.